everyone, I'm Becky,
And I'm Sarah.
and we're doing Bickering book reviews. Today we are talking about Twins by Varian Johnson and Shannon Wright, which I got because, well, we shared it. Publishers Weekly had a sweepstakes. I entered for the sweepstakes, and I won an ARC, so thank you, Publishers Weekly.
And I was really excited because it was already on my TBR list.
Okay. And I guess it is available on NetGalley or Edelweiss because I've seen other people's reviews. I just didn't stumble across it. So this book is about twin sisters, Francine and Maureen, who have just finished elementary school. They're in sixth grade, which is the start of their middle school. And the book is basically about them dealing with going to middle school while at the same time trying to basically figure out who they are, but kind of trying to be separate from each other. Francine is on the path, like the arts path. She's taking choir classes, and Maureen's on a different path. She's in this cadet corps. So they're separate, but they're trying to keep that relationship, but they're also trying to still figure out where they should go. And basically what happens is there's a lot of hurt feelings because there's one of them feels left out, and they feel like their friend group is kind of splintering and taking sides. And so Francine wants to run for class president, and Maureen gets told by one of her teachers that if you run for any office, you can get extra credit. And she decides that basically she's going to compete with her sister, and it kind of goes from there. And it's about the dynamic of their families and how school impacts their life, how their life at home impacts school, like that. That's basically it.
Yeah, yeah. I really enjoyed this novel. As an arc, the arc wasn't finished, but even so, like, I could see where it was going, and like I'm super excited for it. I can't wait to like recommend it because I enjoyed it. I think I like Varian Johnson's writing style and his stories, so I'm not shocked that I enjoyed this. I think it was an interesting take on the twin trope, because it happens a lot, like when you're going from elementary school into middle school, that parents are trying to, set you up as an individual as opposed to a twin set. I thought it was fun and interesting to see kind of twin sisters duking it out over class president. I thought that was interesting. I know that there was a big swath of this that was problematic for you, Becky.
Well, so that's the problem, because like what you could see, the arc is not finished, but the art you can see is good. Even like there's a very little that's been already done, the coloring, and the coloring is good. Like if this comes as a full, like I'm assuming it's going to be all in color. They're not always, but I assume it is. I think it's a great read alike for things like Smile. I think the kids that like Raina Telgemeier are going to totally dig this.
Oh yeah.
I thought that he did a really good job, and this is the first thing I've read by him. I thought he did a really good job as creating them as two separate characters. Because sometimes when people write particularly graphic novels, they don't really take that time, but I feel like they were two separate things. The part that I found problematic, which I don't want to really go into because it's kind of revealed in the book, is the way the parents decided to separate them. I just wasn't thrilled with that. It just didn't feel completely...
See, and it didn't bug me because it felt like it was completely on point with the trope. And it's still really hot, like as you explain it, and we don't want to get too far into it because of spoilers and stuff, but like as you explain it, I still don't see... I think her parents were trying to do something, and that was the only avenue they saw being.
I don't want to go into it. Like I said, so like I was reading the book, and as I was reading the book, I was really enjoying it. And like immediately, like 20 pages in, I was like, this is a great Raina Telgemeier read-alike, and we need more of those. And then when I got to that part, I was kind of like, and I don't love it as much. But that was like the only thing. Like other than that, I thought it was a great book. I think particularly for this age group, they're not talking down to them. They're not talking over their head. I think the art is good. I think that there's a lot of stuff that kids can relate to this, because outside of the twins, the friend group starts to get those fractures. And I think kids, when you move from elementary school to middle school, your friends group shifts, and I think they can relate to that. There's
Yeah,
even
I liked how he dealt with how the friend group fractured and like the miscommunications and such that happened.
well, and there was even a great storyline with the older half brother, and like that whole idea that families
Oh
are different,
yeah.
which I
Yeah.
thought that was well done. And I liked the fact that they had this older half brother who cared and who was in their lives, because you don't see that a lot, but in families that happens. Like I said, it would have been like the perfect that one part, just really.
And it being an arc, and as you're saying, like people are commenting on it on Goodreads, it's entirely possible that that just doesn't make its way into the final.
That's possible. Because I'm not sure when it comes out. Because like I said, because I noticed it and then I went in and I was reading comments on Goodreads, and there were a few other people who were like not completely thrilled with that aspect of it. But should we rate it?
Yeah.
So our rating system starts at the top with 5 unicorns. We're going to 2 unicorns. If we don't like it, it's a horse.
I am at 4 unicorns. I really enjoyed it.
I was at a 4 until that part. So like I'm at a 3. I'm at a good solid 3, and I will totally recommend this to kids. And
Yeah.
I think like I said, and I hope that he writes more graphic novels, particularly about these characters. I think this could be a whole series, and I think kids would enjoy that.
Completely.
Yep. So that is where we are on Twins, and we'll see you around.
Bye.
Bye.